Hi, Paul Stubbs here, and welcome to the PP Property video channels. We are at a lovely stone-built renovation project, which is not far from the town of Alvaiázere or Felicianda or a bunch of other places you probably have never heard of, but we shall get to that in a moment when we do the aerial overview. So while we're around this side of the house, I just want to give you a moment to have a look, because once we get inside you'll realise that the roof is largely new. The timbers, I think the old tiles were put back on, but the timbers are actually new, and the roof to the right hand side has even got insulated panels. So I just want to say the area has lots of natural picnic spots. There's other things like Agroal, which is just down the road, and other famous river beaches. It's really centrally located. And while we're about it, I'd just like to say, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. So here's the outside of the main cottage, and you can tell how very easily it could become pretty with exposed stone, keeping the stone lintels, exposing the stone lintels. So I'm going to take a walk down, mainly because I can't get in any other way. But I'm going to take a walk down the side here. You can see that the water, town water's there, electricity's right in the street. So being connected up to everything isn't an issue here. Lovely garden wall, and the owners really planned it out. They planned it to look really beautiful all the way down the border. These flowers are, as you can see, a complete delight. They really are. So we come down. It's on a lovely cobbled track, and as you can see, we're looking around. It's countryside views all the way around, with some far-reaching views. There's the Alvaiázere mountain in the distance. You can tell by the wind terminals and other mountain views here. Now here's the entrance. So there was a caravan parked here to get some semblance of scale, and again you can see lovely, absolutely gorgeous flowers, really are lovely. Water deposits and all sorts of things. Now the building is not included, but it is the boundary, so it is, you know, an important part of what I'm showing. So the building is the boundary, and all of the land within here belongs to the property that I'm showing you. So there's a set of stairs that we built in, stone walls again planted out beautifully with, I don't know if they're wildflowers or what they are. Not very good with flowers, as you will know if you watch any of my videos. But here we are. We're in the plot. It's at that point of the year where lots of overgrown grass. It's the same at my house, because we don't want to cut it yet, because it gives the bees and the insects, you know, first dibs anything going on. And in this changing world, I think it's important that we do that, especially for the bees. Again, you know, you can see where they're the boundary and the flowers and all the rest of it. It's a decent sized plot, and it does neighbour obviously to another little plot there, but it's fenced all the way along there. It would be very easy to, you know, if you had a dog, it would be quite easy to fence off. It's not huge, but it's perfectly adequate for a garden. So first of all, I'll show you the boundary, put it in there, and then we're going to take a little flyover, and you can see just what's involved in this sort of two terrace land, which is otherwise flat, apart from the fact that it's like on two levels. It's flat on both of those. As I said earlier, the lower one had a quite large caravan parked on there, and there was plenty of room. They have built some steps up onto the next terrace. You could do all sorts of things. It could be a truly wonderful garden. So, you know, just take a moment to appreciate that before we head back down and into the house. Now, where I started before, this is the area now. It's been kind of tipped with the rubble and everything. But you can see there, that was an old olive press at one point. So I'm not going to walk up there in fear of twisting an ankle or something equally as stupid. But I will take you through and in. Now obviously they put up as some kind of barrier where they've knocked the wall down or the wall fell down, and I am not sure which. So into the main part we go. So the first thing, there is a WC, and did make me smile somewhat, because my first renovation job, when I first got here, I fashioned a wash basin in exactly the same way with ornate. You can find them all over Portugal. More antique shops now. They were just like in junk shops and lying around a few years ago. They've become fashionable in recent years. I think we picked ours up for a very small amount of money. I can't remember what it was. But they actually go for 30, 40, 50 euros now, those things. So that's it. It's already got the rudiments of a bathroom or shower room. And we come in there. This could be, I mean, it's already set up as a kitchen. It's had a new roof and some, you see the plasterboarding was begun along there. It needs ceiling at the end. But other than that, the kitchen, you see the old bread oven here. In this particular instance, it's definitely worth keeping. Actually, really handy. It's not, that does cook bread in there. Oh God, that's actually identical to the range I had in my first renovation job as well. Yeah, it's a whole lot of deja vu going on here. So this is a lovely space, and would make a really nice kitchen diner. And as we go into here, we have got a lounge area at the moment. And there is a bit of a pity going on because I can't get in that door. But you can kind of see the size of it. And it'd be very similar to this one. And you see a single bed in there. And that goes out onto the street where we began. And back into the lounge. There's the front door. It's been sort of nailed on. A big plank of wood has been nailed across it. Now I said I can't go in there, but what I can do is show you upstairs. I'm kind of hoping it will work without me going all the way up, but I may have to. It depends on how it adjusts to the light. Actually, that's pretty good. So I'll just show you up because there's a big attic space, and I was in here earlier taking some photographs. And I had no problem at all standing up. You know, sorry about the little bit of light intrusion there. But you could put one or two bedrooms up here, or a playroom or whatever. So this could be a 2/3 bedroom cottage without any real problem whatsoever. I do hope you like the video, and please subscribe to the channel.